My name is Christina Paxson. I'm president of Brown University. So UCS plays a number of roles. I can speak most to the role that UCS plays in assisting and working with collaboratively the Brown administration and the corporation. So from my point of view, one of the most important things it does is it builds a bridge between the student body, the administration, and the Brown University Corporation. So for example, the president of UCS sits with the Campus Life Committee of the corporation. UCS is taking an active role in finding students who are serving in these really important positions on mental health community council and search committees and just a wide variety of ways that students at Brown engage with the running of the university. And I think it's fair to say that Brown is very unique in the level of engagement that students have with the operations of the university, and UCS plays a very important role in that. So, we have worked with UCS on a number of projects over the past several years, and I'll just give you maybe two examples. One example is its role in the selection of what used to be called a young alumni trustee of the corporation. We're now calling it the new alumni trustee. When I came in, people who were very recent alumni came onto the corporation. They were selected by the corporation with really no input from students. And that's evolved over the years with a lot of support from UCS to first having a student committee that vetted people. And now this year we're actually moving one step further, which is that students will actually participate in voting on choosing from among a slate of people who will become the new alumni trustees of the corporation. So it's great. Well, I meet with the UCS president and vice president monthly, and we have a good relationship this year as well as in previous years, and it's a great way to get often very, frank feedback that goes in both directions. And students have not been shy about saying what they're unhappy about. I've been not shy about telling UCS about things that I would like to see happen with students. So again, it's this building of a bridge between the student body and the administration that is just very important. I think what I've noticed is that every UCS president brings in a new set of priorities at a different perspective. So there are some things that have been very constant, things that UCS does that are incredibly valuable to the university, but there's really a change in emphasis and personality every year, which is really fun. There are a few things that UCS has done recently that I'm really excited about. One is a project that's going on this year, which is a translation project. And the UCS leadership and the students involved have realized that we have students on campus, many of them are first-gen students, and their families are English may not be their first language. In fact, they may have very limited English to begin with. They're international students, first-gen students. And so UCS is working to build a cadre of people who can help with translation with family members in times when it's really important. So that's one really terrific project that UCS has done. I actually don't think it's for me to say what UCS should be in the future. One of the great things about UCS is that it has evolved as a student organization over time. The priorities have shifted with student priorities. That's really a good thing. The one area that I think UCS has to be very attentive to is the extent to which it represents the breadth of the Brown student body. It has a very interesting structure. It's not an elected body, right? It's a volunteer committee of students who step forward and say, I want to be in UCS, I want to be involved in student government. And I think that's great. That's probably the right structure for Brown. But you do have to pay a lot of attention to the breadth of issues that are affecting students on the Brown campus. So that's something I talk to the UCS president about every year. And my sense so far is that UCS takes that responsibility very seriously, but it's a responsibility.